David Bay here from MuscularDevelopment.com. We are in Johannesburg wrapping things up from the inaugural Arnold Classic, South Africa. I'm here with your winner. No surprises to anybody, Dexter Jackson. Dexter, you got 5 in the United States. You got one in a couple in Australia, one over in Europe,
one in Spain, one here.
and now in South Africa. How's it feel, man?
It was amazing, man. It's always good to win. You know, who wants to be a loser?
Well, there was a handful of other guys on stage here tonight that, but I don't think those guys think of themselves as loser going against somebody like you.
Myself, if I don't place first, I'm a loser. That's the way I've always been raised. I'm not talking about anybody else. I'm speaking about myself.
Like Ricky Bobby and Talladega Nights. Dexter says if you ain't first, you're last.
You're last, damn right.
Oh, man. So, one other thing we got to talk about here, the record. 26 IFBB professional wins. You are now tied with Ronnie Coleman. You get one more, you hold a record that arguably might not ever be touched. And I know we talk about that with records. Records are made to be broken. But when you look at the longevity of your career, what does that mean to get the 26 win for you?
It's amazing. It's an amazing accomplishment. Ronnie's the greatest bodybuilder of all times, and to be able to tie his record and possibly one day break it is just, that's like me winning Olympia all over again. It's a record that will be hard to be broken. So, we'll see.
Now, when we talk about greatest bodybuilders of all time, we can narrow it down to the 13 Mr. Olympias. Obviously, you're one of them. You hold the record for the Arnold Classics. In all likelihood, you're going to hold the record for the most IFBB professional wins. Now, from the outside looking in, it's very easy, and I would think, I hate to be too derogatory, but somebody's an idiot if they don't have you in their list for one of the greatest bodybuilders of all time. Being a humble guy, more laid back. I mean, how does it sound when you hear that, when people talk about, we have your greatest bodybuilders, your Ronnies, your Dorians, all the Mr. Olympias, and your name gets mixed in with that category?
All I can do is do me. I'm very happy with what I've achieved. You can't make everybody happy. But a lot of people see that titles make you who you are or make you the greatest. Just like Super Bowls, whoever got the most Super Bowls or whoever win the Super Bowl, they're the greatest team or whatever. But same in this sport. You win more Olympians, that means, you the greatest, I guess. But in my eyes, doing what I've done, being able to stay in the game for so long and be in the top 5 out of 79 shows or something like that. I've done 79 and placed 74 top 5. I think
you've been at the last 16 Mr. Olympias in a row, right?
I've been 16 straight Olympias. I've been 16 Arnolds. So
not too bad of a career so far.
I mean, like you said, if they don't think of me as one of the greatest, that's cool. But, I can't judge.
That person's opinion probably doesn't count too much, though. See, here he's being humble.
Everybody's entitled to their own opinion. I don't care. I'm happy with what I've done. Nothing else matters. You know what I'm saying? So I really don't care what nobody else thinks. But people who know the sport and know what they're doing, and people that compete, old-time greats that have been in the sport, I'd rather know I would like to hear what they got to say versus somebody that's never competed before.
Right.
So if Flex Wheeler comes up and Arnold Schwarzenegger comes up and he says, I got you as one of the greatest, I take their word a lot better than I would somebody that don't know anything about bodybuilding.
And that pretty much just happened about 10 minutes ago. Arnold came up on stage doing as he always does with the Arnold Classic champions, congratulating you on your win. Gave you a little bit of a hard time about wrapping up another one of the continents. As we all know, there's going to be the Arnold Classic Hong Kong, another inaugural event there. But that's 3 weeks before the Olympia. He kind of gave Arnold the, but you're gonna give me the straight. It's not happening. Answer.
It ain't gonna happen. But it's always next year. Maybe they move it next year. Maybe, you know what I'm saying? It got to move it because they won't be in the top guys in that show. You can't have the show 3 weeks before the Olympia to be able to travel 20-some hours. It's not gonna happen. So next year they move it. That'll give me. I can do Brazil next year, and when they move Asia, y'all need to move Asia.
Dexter's going to talk to the promoter, Tony Doherty, get him to move it just for him so he can have another Continent Arnold Classic title.
I need that one more. I need 2, of course. So, but You win Brazil, hopefully next year, and hopefully go on and win the Asia show when they move the date next year.
All right. Well, 2 more Arnold Classic wins would put you as the sole holder of the record for most IFBB wins. So we know that's on your map. As we said in the pre-show interview, you're shooting for 30, so a couple more than just those. But for right now, we're going to let you enjoy this win. We know it's been a long weekend so far with the travel and everything else, so we're going to congratulate you one more time on your victory here, adding another continent to your Arnold Classic list of titles. So, guys, that's going to do it for us. One more time, David Bay with IFBB Pro, Dexter Jackson, your 2016 Arnold Classic South Africa champion for MuscularDevelopment.com.